What's up, YouTube family? So 10 years ago, when I started investing in rental properties, I had no freaking clue what I was doing. And I just didn't know. And I could have made some very expensive mistakes as a result of just being a beginner. And so I built an online training course for beginner rental property investors that walks you A through Z for everything you need to know to get started investing in income-producing properties. This is the course that I would have wanted when I was first starting out. Now, in this video that you're about to see, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions about whether or not this course is right for you. And we're going to kick off with a pet peeve of mine. So, you know those real estate seminar, like those kind of icky people, the ones who keep showing off pictures of their Lamborghinis, I call them Lamborgurus, and they promise that they'll sell you these hidden secrets to real estate investing success. They drive me crazy, and I'm about to answer whether or not this course will sell you these secrets to real estate investing success. Spoiler alert, it won't. What it will do is it will provide you honest, real, no holds barred, authentic training. So, check out whether or not this course is right for you. Here we go. Does this class share the secrets to real estate investing? The secrets to real estate investing? OMG, give me a break. There are no secrets shared in the course or anywhere. If any of those shady gurus out there claim that they have secrets, they're shady AF, because that is a gigantic load of baloney hogwash. There is no such thing as the secrets to real estate investing, just like there's no such thing as the secrets to dental hygiene or playing the trumpet, right? You don't take a class because the teacher is some self-proclaimed guru who pretends that they're going to reveal some imaginary and non-existent secrets. You take a class because you want to learn dental hygiene or trumpet playing. You take a class because you want a guided, curated set of lesson plans that covers everything that you need to know in logical sequential order. You take a class because you want support and accountability from the teacher, from the teacher's assistants, and from your fellow students and alumni. You take a class for access to the resources, the spreadsheets, the checklists, the word-for-word scripts, the email canned responses, and the business-in-a-box setup. You take a class for the quizzes that test your knowledge along the way and provide real-time feedback about your strengths and weaknesses and show you exactly what material you need to review based on your own quiz answers. Because duh, that's what a class is. That's why you take classes in high school and college, and that's why you take classes online. No one's going to teach you the secrets to Algebra 2, right? You don't take a class because someone's going to teach you the hidden secrets to anthropology or statistics or dog training. So please, do me a favor and never believe anyone who claims that they will sell you a class because they hold the secrets to real estate success. Like, oh, barf. If anyone claims to have these, they are spammy and they are lying. What's actually in the course? Like, what am I going to learn? Well, here's a look at the modules inside the course. We have a welcome module, followed by a module about how to analyze a property. We then go to a module on how to find a property, regardless of whether you're looking locally or out of state. Then we go to a module about your options for how to finance a property. What are the options out there, and how do you choose the best one? Next, we're going to go to a module on how to renovate a property. When we talk about how to renovate, it's not a Bob Vila edition, like here's how to do this thing. It's strategic, high-level, how to make decisions about renovations. To what degree should you improve it? How do you design a scope of work? All of that is covered in the renovating module. After that, we go to a module about how to negotiate for and purchase the property. And notice how we put that one after the renovation module? The reason for that is because you want to do your thinking about the improvements that you make to a property in your decision-making phase of should I buy this property or not. So you think about the renovations, you think about the improvements before you actually go through with purchasing the property. The module that comes after that, as I mentioned, is how to negotiate for the property, getting under contract, doing the inspections, and then actually purchasing the property. Next, we have a module on how to build your team, including contractors, property managers, agents, all of the people who you'll be working with. After that, we have a module on managing tenants. And finally, We close out with an FAQ module. There are more than 80 lessons inside, totaling more than 13 hours of video content. And that's not counting the archive of office hours content that's available. Each of the lessons inside are presented in 3 ways: written, audio, and video. So each lesson contains PDF and MP3 files in addition to the video. Now, I'll say the majority of the lessons do have video, and these videos are not just talking head. Like, yeah, you'll see me, but you'll also see a lot of slides, stick figure conversations, jokes, written out material so that you can read what's going on to enhance what you're hearing. We know real estate can sometimes be a dry topic or a complex topic, and we designed this to make the learning as fun and as well-rounded as possible. So, to recap, every lesson inside the course, or almost every lesson, is presented as video, audio, and text, so you can interact with it in whichever way you prefer. What are some of the resources that you can expect? If you want to buy a turnkey property, we give you a due diligence checklist. You know how everybody always says, do your due diligence, but nobody ever actually explains what that means? Well, guess what? We do. And we give you a due diligence checklist. We also give you a step-by-step checklist that guides you through the process of negotiating for a property and buying a property. And heck, if you really love checklists, we also have ones that cover how to prepare for showings, how to prepare for an open house, and how to prepare for the move-in, move-out turnover process of tenants. So we've got checklists that cover a huge variety of situations that you will find yourself in. If you're more of a spreadsheet nerd than you are a checklist nerd, we understand, because I am too. We've got spreadsheets for analyzing a property. This one is huge. Oh, the analyzing a property spreadsheet, beautiful. Never thought a spreadsheet was as beautiful as that one. It's a beautiful spreadsheet. We also have spreadsheets that show how much money you will need to get started with real estate investing. We've got a spreadsheet for estimating repair costs. We've got one for figuring out how much cash outlay you may need for CapEx, capital expenditures. That's just to name a few. We also offer glossaries for the most new vocabulary, what is this modules. You know how sometimes when you're encountering something new, you just don't know the terminology, you don't know the lingo. And what that means is that when you call contractors, you don't know what words to use to describe your problem, right? You're like, the toilet thingy is broken, right? We have glossaries to cover all of the vocabulary that you need so that you can have conversations with professionals with the confidence that comes from knowing that you have the terminology to articulate what you are trying to say in the clearest possible way. In addition to that, we offer lists of recommended websites. We have a huge supply of flowcharts that help guide you through various processes. We give you a list of supplies that can make your life easier. We give you a guide to creating a website to advertise your rental, and so much more. We have incredible resources to help you throughout the entire rental property investing journey, from analyzing a property, to searching for a property, to financing that property, to deciding to what degree you're going to renovate that property, to negotiating for it, to actually purchasing it, to managing it. We have resources that guide you through that entire A to Z, start to finish, of your experience as a rental property investor. Will course content be updated in the future? Duh, yes. Every time that we finish a cohort, we go back through the content, make updates, make improvements, add new lessons. We release twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. And every time that we release, it's better, more improved than the previous time. And the students can go back through it as much as they want. So as each group finishes, we take feedback and we iterate the course again and again and again. And you, as a student, have lifetime access. So you receive all of these updates, you get all of these improvements. Our students, our initial beta testers who enrolled in it more than 2 years ago, they're getting the benefit of improvements that we've made last week. Once you're a student for life. Does the course include a section on house hacking? Oh, heck yeah. We are big fans of house hacking. We have information about house hacking all throughout this course. We talk about house hacking not only in the context of finding a property, but also in the context of financing it, in the context of managing tenants. I mean, when you're house hacking into a property, that affects your relationship with the property. It affects every stage of the process. And so throughout the course, when we talk about rental property investing, we make sure that every single discussion includes both house hackers and non-house hackers. The key thing is that you are interested in buy and hold residential rental property investing. If that's the case, and if that's going to happen in the US, we don't make any assumptions about whether you're buying locally versus out of state and whether you're house hacking or not house hacking. We have very carefully, very specifically designed our material to cover all of those situations because we have so many students who house hack and we have so many students who are out-of-state investors. We make sure that there is a ton of valuable information in there for house hackers, for out-of-state investors, for anyone who wants to buy and hold residential rental property in the US. So what if I'm primarily interested in vacation rentals like Airbnb? All right, short answer, that's not the intended audience. Long answer, maybe. If you'd like to learn how to find, analyze, finance, and renovate those properties, then yeah, you'll get a ton of benefit out of this course. But if you want to learn specific information about how to stage and furnish and advertise those properties, as well as specific vacation rental related tax implications and legal implications, well, know that this is not a course on vacation rentals or Airbnb-ing. And my philosophy on vacation rentals, BT dubs, is the following. Have multiple exit strategies. Buy a vacation rental only if it also makes sense as a traditional 12-month rental. Now, sure, you can earn additional money, you can earn better money using it as a vacation rental. But if, for any reason, you can no longer rent out the property on a short-term basis, so for example, if your city council outlaws Airbnbs and short-term rentals in your area, you want to be in a position in which you can revert the property back to a 12-month rental and still be okay. In other words, you minimize risk by finding a property that could satisfy both uses. And for that reason, the sections in this course on finding, analyzing, financing, and renovating will apply regardless of your use of the property. Because even when you're buying a vacation rental, you want to make sure it works as a long-term rental. The course does not have specific content on the unique needs of a vacation rental owner, like how to resupply consumables, such as sponges, dish soap, toilet paper, or how to manage cleaners, or how to monitor utility usage and handle sales and occupancy taxes. But making sure that you buy the right property, that we cover. And that may be the most important thing because nothing is a more expensive mistake than buying the wrong property. Do we get direct access to the teacher? Me. Yeah, heck yeah. So I host office hours with the students. These office hours are live calls, live streaming calls online. We hold them in the evenings so that you can attend them after work. So you get direct access to me in every office hour session as often as you want. We have students who come to every single one. I love them, like a core group of students. And we chat, they share stories. We've got students who, they come to every office hours and they'll update us on how they're doing. So, at one of them, they'll say like, hey, I've just started looking for this thing and I'm going to go tour a property. And then at the next office hours, they give us an update and they're like, I did tour that property and I decided to put an offer on it and the seller accepted and we went under contract, but then I sent in the inspector and the inspector found water damage in the foundation. And so then I decided to pull out. And so then I looked at this other duplex over here and then we keep getting those updates. And then the student comes back at the next office hour session and they're like, we've closed on the property. It's so exciting. So now we've closed on it. The renovations began. It's really cool. The office hours have turned into a community, right? We've got this community of students that gathers in office hours for these live calls where we share updates about what's going on and what homes we're buying and ask questions. And I'll answer the questions or other students sometimes jump in with their perspective or their answers. So yes, definitely, you get direct access to me through office hours, and we hold them super frequently for 10 weeks in the spring and for 10 weeks in the fall. We have cohorts that are actively going through the material together as a group, and during each of those 10 weeks, you'll get office hours, 6 each, so 6 times per cohort in the spring and in the fall, and then once a month ongoing in addition to that. Every student has lifetime access to the course. All of our alumni, at no additional charge, can join that cohort, go through the group lessons, be part of that cohort community that's currently taking the course. All of our alumni can do that, and many people do. Many people like going through with new communities of students, and they enjoy the process of helping to mentor some of the other students, the people who are right now where they were a year ago or where they were 2 years ago. We've got this great community of students and alumni who are there for life and who come to the office hours and take part in the forums and just enjoy the course for life. Where and when? This course is online only. You can access it from any device at any time. Immediately upon enrolling, you'll receive full access to the course. You're welcome to self-pace through the course at your convenience, as there's no class schedule. There are no hours in which you have to show up to class. However, we encourage you, if you'd like to move through the course with the group so that you and your fellow cohort of students can interact in the forums, discuss that day's lesson, bounce ideas off each other, and hold one another accountable for finishing the homework, quizzes, and worksheets. You'll receive a video lesson, quiz, and/or other prompt 5 days a week for 10 weeks, sometimes 6 days a week, for 10 weeks. Please set aside roughly 30 minutes per day, or 2.5 hours a week, to learn the material. Of course, you have unlimited lifetime access to the course, including all future updates. The group pacing is an option, not a requirement. You're welcome to revisit the lessons anytime you'd like, or to take the class at a self-directed pace, if that's what you would rather do. Many students find themselves getting off sync with the student cohort midway through the material, usually after they get sick, take a vacation, or get busy at work. That is totally normal and expected. In fact, we even have a special spot in the forums for our self-paced students. We call it Turtle Power. You'll see. What will I achieve with this course? By the end of this course, you should be able to evaluate properties to see whether or not they're a good deal, find properties that most retail buyers aren't finding, understand a wide variety of different types of financing options, negotiate for properties with improved skill and less fear, understand the process of closing on a property, understand the components of a home, and be fluent in contractor speak or contractor lingo, estimate repair and renovation costs, build a team, including a real estate agent, contractors, and property managers, screen and evaluate tenants, set up a methodical system for tenant turnover, such as move-in, move-out processes, and understand business and tax information as it relates to rental property investing. Now, here's what you won't learn. We do not talk about how to flip houses. This is not a course on flipping houses. It's a course on rental property investing. You will not learn about commercial property investing, such as mobile home parks, offices, retail space, or large apartment complexes greater than 5 or more units. And also, you will not learn about lease purchase options. So flipping, commercial properties, lease purchase options, if you want to learn about those, this course is not for you. This course is specifically for buy and hold residential rental property investors. How can I enroll? You can enroll by going to courses.affordanything.com. We have open enrollment twice a year. You can join our VIP list at courses.affordanything.com, and by joining that list, you'll be the first to know when enrollment opens. Finally, my favorite of the frequently asked questions is, wow, Paula, how do you have such incredible hair? Wait a minute, are you telling me that's not a frequently asked question? Well, it should be.